So, Rockstar announced that on August 17th, they will be porting Red Dead Redemption 1 to the PS4 and PS5 through backwards compatibility and the Switch. And I am absolutely baffled at the response Rockstar got. And I'm actually on Rockstar's side for once. I am not on their side at all at the fact that it should cost $50. That is ridiculous. It should be like 20 to like 30, but a lot of people are misunderstanding and not really looking at it and saying it is the exact same game, which that's what a port is. But you can definitely tell by just pictures alone that it looks better and it's definitely been upscaled. So it's not the exact Xbox 360 and PS3 version, which is what people are touting. And as for the price tag, again, I do not agree with it being $50, but the people making it a big deal at the fact it's $50 need to think, hey, if I buy this on Xbox, it is $43 if you get everything that this version is including, because this version you're getting the Game of the Year edition, which is Red Dead Redemption 1, Undead Nightmare, the legendary assassin outfit, the golden weapons, and the warhorse. Altogether, those are a combined total of $43 plus tax. This version will have better graphics and most likely a higher frame rate and probably some bug fixes for $50, which is not that big of a price jump. And I have to talk about how all the PC players reacted to this. I understand. It is frustrating because you people on PC never even got to play the original version. I understand. It really sucks. But there are some PC players that are understanding, and some of them that need to shut the hell up. You guys have emulators. You have RCPS3 and Xenia. Granted, you need a powerful PC for it, but if you're playing on PC and you're playing games, you're gonna have a powerful PC. You need to. So you can just shut the hell up. You guys can play this at any given moment through either of these many emulators you have access to, where you can upscale it to 4K and get 60 FPS for free. So why don't you just let people who play on console have a win for once? People who played on PlayStation haven't gotten to play the original Red Dead either ever, or they had to have had a PS3 because playing it on now is a horrible experience because it's cloud streaming and it doesn't even work. And the PS3 version is still pretty bugged because even in Undead Nightmare, there is this random glitch where the zombies just, when they load in, they don't have heads, so you can't even kill them because the only way to kill the zombies in the nightmare is by shooting them in the head, unless you burn them. So unless you have a bunch of Molotovs somehow, you're not killing any of these zombies, which can sometimes make it impossible to progress. So this will most likely get rid of the headless bug glitch, is a win. Just like console players have a win for once. You guys get everything, and the one time you don't, and because it's a little expensive, now you're all mad and bent out of shape. Like, come on. I just want to talk about, again, the price tag really quick. Another thing that people had an issue with was the fact that multiplayer is not going to be included and that there is no other DLC. First off, before I even get into the multiplayer thing, there was no other DLC other than Undead Nightmare. And multiplayer, who is going to be playing 13-year-old Red Dead Online multiplayer? Red Dead 2 has an online mode. Granted, I don't really play it anymore because I've done everything in it, but it's still pretty active whenever I hop in. You can do almost all of the activities except maybe a couple, like arm wrestling and like a few other ones. But if you really want to play a Red Dead Online game with your friends, just play Red Dead 2 Online. You're gonna get a better experience. It's gonna look better. It's gonna be less buggy. Nobody's gonna actually want to load in and play Red Dead 1 Online. So there's no reason to get all upset about that. And again, you get Undead Nightmare, which was an amazing DLC. It was $10 back then when it came out. $10 now will get you like a skin in like Warzone 2 or like half a skin. So the fact that you're getting an entire DLC, the 3 story mini DLCs, and the entire game for $50, which will have bug fixes, look a little bit better, and most likely run a lot better when you play it on a PS5, right? It's gonna be better than the original. So people just need to chill out and cut Rockstar some slack for once. And again, I am almost never on Rockstar's side. I am a huge Red Dead fan. I prefer Red Dead so much more than GTA 5. And I hate it seeing GTA get all the love and the attention while they let Red Dead rot, which is horrible to see because this game is so much better than GTA in so many different aspects. And the people that thought this was going to be a remaster or a remake need to also chill out. There was not a single announcement by Rockstar saying that they were going to officially remaster or remake Red Dead Redemption 1. What happened was in June there was a re-rating in South Korea, which wouldn't make any sense because the game had already had several ratings back in 2010 when the game launched. And then people went rooting around in files and found on the social club and on the Rockstar page that there were trophies that were like redone with like higher graphics, and there was a better drawn and like looking version of the Rockstar Presents, which had never been seen in a Red Dead Redemption logo. And then the internet blew it out of proportion and was like, oh, we're getting a remaster. Oh wait, no, it's not a remaster, it's a remake. So then everybody got their hopes up and we're like, yeah, we're getting a Red Dead Redemption 1 remake, which should be announced in August and released in October, which is what's happening. It's announced in August, and then you're also getting a digital version in August, and then physical versions are coming in October. So at least the release date was right, but there was never any sort of official announcement about a remaster or a remake, and you can't get mad when you follow leaks and speculations about a possible remake or remaster and then it doesn't come to fruition. That's just dumb. You should know better by now if you're on the internet. The last thing that I want to touch on very quickly is the gameplay. Red Dead 1 gameplay still holds up pretty well, but it's the controllers that sometimes hold it back. I record all of this footage on Xbox 360, and I use an Xbox 360 controller to capture all of this gameplay. And there were a few times where I almost died, or I did outright die, and it wasn't because of skill. I am very good at all of the Red Dead games, but it's just the fact that the controllers are starting to get a little outdated now, meaning their dead zones can start to go. You could develop stick drift, which makes this game very, very hard to play if you have any sort of stick drift, because John will just start aiming in a different direction, which makes it almost impossible to shoot sometimes. So the game may just play better with modern day controllers. Take a DualSense, like a PS5 controller, or even a DualShock controller. Those are much heftier and much more well made than a PS3 and an Xbox 360 controller, which could overall just completely change your enjoyment of the game, because you'll have a better controller which won't break as easily, which can cause you to be able to play the game longer and just have a more enjoyable experience without the worry about your controller freaking out. And that's really all I wanted to talk about. I really don't like talking about video game controversies of any kind. I like to stay out all that stuff, but I just need to lay down my thoughts because I thought it was absolutely baffling, the reception of this. People have always wanted, at the very least, a port to play on newer systems, and now Rockstar gives you a port and you're not happy with it. And this may be for a variety of reasons. It looks too similar, it might not perform well, but at least let them, make it up to you. Like, once the game comes out, if it's the exact same thing as the 2010 version, be mad all you want, it's 100% in your right, but at least cut them some slack until the game comes out. I've already seen this getting disliked on so many social medias, Instagram, Reddit, YouTube, Twitter. Everybody's upset about it. Just let the game come out and then be mad about it. I know people really don't like trusting Rockstar nowadays because of GTA 5, because before GTA 5 came out, right, Rockstar was a very well-liked and well-respected company, but then they released GTA 5, 6 times, and it was the same game each time, and people got tired of their lying, deception, and just their overall not caring for what their community says, and GTA gets all of it. So I understand Red Dead fans being upset, but at least let them try to make it up to you. It seems like they're trying to do a better job, and that they learned from the defective edition of GTA. They have another third-party studio making this, but it's Double 11, and Double 11's always done pretty good games. They made The Escapist, which is nothing compared to Red Dead, but Double 11, I think, can be much more trusted because they've actually made console games, and they've made a lot more other than The Escapist than Grove Street Games, which is literally a mobile game developer. So at least try to cut them some slack and see where they're coming from before you hate on it, because people have always wanted at least a simple port, and now you get it. Now you're upset, which I just don't think is all that fair. But that's all for now. So if you liked the video and you want to see more, let me know down below, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, evening, whenever you're watching this. That's all for now. Peace.